Hi, everybody. Welcome to tonight's team call. We are going to talk about follow-ups, the most important thing in your business. I'm going to do a screen share because I've got a PowerPoint. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, I hope you guys can see this. Okay, I can't see you guys. Can someone tell me if you guys can see this? Just unmute yourselves and say yeah.
Yes, it looks good.
Okay, yay. Okay, so the follow-up, the most important part of your business, the fortunes in the follow-up. I know you've heard that a bazillion times, but it's so important. The only thing that separates you from people who are not successful in this or any other multi-level marketing company is that you are not going to quit. We're going to talk about some different kinds of contacts. We all have them. The new contact. This is something that I might send to a new contact, meaning someone I've never talked to before about Plexus. Hey, Roger, you may have noticed that I am pretty passionate about Plexus products. I am loving what these products are doing for me and my family, and I'm on a mission to help everyone I know and care about feel better. If I send you a website, will you take a look? The If I Will You is a powerful tool. Eric Worre talks about it a lot. People just respond to it. They'll usually say like, sure, yeah, or okay, I'll check it out, or whatever. So that's a really powerful tool. So I suggest you use that. Schedule your next chat. So what happens after Roger agrees to take a look at that website that you gave him? You schedule the next time you're going to talk to Roger. It might look something like this. Okay, great. I completely respect your opinion and I would love to know what you think. Would it be okay if I sent you a message tomorrow afternoon? So you're scheduling that next chat. It's much easier to get someone on the much easier to get someone on a message or a phone call or something like that if you schedule it ahead of time. So make sure you follow up with Raj when you said you would. Be professional. So if you guys schedule something for the following afternoon, make sure you message him the following afternoon. And it may look something like this. Hey, Roger, I hope you're having a wonderful Monday. So what did you think of that website? Are these products something that you might be interested in? If you end with a question, you're putting the ball back in their court, and you're just kind of waiting to see if they're going to bounce it back to you. So always try to end with a question. Okay, here's another kind of contact. I call them the Houdini contacts because now you see them and now you don't, right? We all have those people. So you've sent old Janice a message when you both agreed to chat and Janice pulls a Houdini. She has vanished into thin air. Now what? So this is what I would do. I would wait one day, then send Janice a message. Hey, I hope everything is okay. Lord knows I know what it's like to get busy. I hope we can talk soon. So if you get nothing back from Janice, I'd wait 2 or 3 days and then send another message, something like this. Hi, Janice. I really think that you will love what these products can do for you and your family. Are you ready to get started? Still nothing? That's okay. Remember, an ignore is not a no. Keep going. Don't stop following up. This is the rule that I kind of followed. 1 day, 3 days, once per week for a month, twice a month, and then once per month. What does a follow-up look like? There's all different sorts of ways you can follow up with people. Here's a few of the things that I use. I'll just send a little message. Hey, Janice, are you ready to get started? Or send Janice a great article or YouTube video about the products. Something like this. Hey, I saw this today and thought you might be interested. Let's get together and talk soon. Keep Janice up to date with any cool promotions. So message her if Plexus is doing a promotion or if you're doing a personal promo so that she doesn't miss out and you stay in contact with her. Or tag Janice in Plexus posts relevant to her situation and then kick her a message explaining why you think that post would be something that she might be interested in. So for instance, if Janice had mentioned once to me that she has diabetes or that her husband has diabetes. I might send Janice or tag Janice in a post about diabetes and Plexus, and then message her and say, hey girl, I seen this post about diabetes. You mentioned that you were suffering from something similar. I thought that this article might be of interest to you. Here's another kind of contact, the gung-ho contact. So Sally sends you a message. Hey, what is Plexus? You respond, Plexus is a natural line of health products that are changing my life. I feel better than I ever have, and I'm so excited to share it with you. If I send you a website, will you take a look? Again, I use the if I will you. Sally responds excitedly, yes, I would love to do this. My weight is a huge issue, and it is time I do something about it. What do I need to order? Now what? So Sally seems ready, right? The best thing to do in this situation is get her on the phone and walk through the join process with her right away. If she says she'll do it later in the evening, follow up with her later in the evening. Don't wait till the next day. If she says she's going to get on later, message her later. If nothing still, follow the follow-up system that I said earlier, the 1 day, 3 day, once per week for a month, twice a month, and then once per month. So what would a follow-up look like for a gung-ho contact? Maybe something like this. Hey, Sally, you were so excited to get started, but I never received an email of your join, and I wanted to make sure you weren't having issues with the website. Let me give you a call, and we could walk through it together. When would be a good time for you? So Sally already showed you that she may need you to schedule something with her. So, so try to schedule something. If you get something scheduled, it's much easier than trying to catch them with a message or with an email. So here's another kind of contact, the payday, mayday contact, and you all know who I'm talking about. Everybody has these payday, maydays where they are ready to go, but they have to wait for payday. That's okay. It's okay for you to ask them when their payday is. So that you can schedule to walk them through the process. It might look something like this. Okay, great. I'm so excited for you. So when is payday? I would love to get it on the calendar. I'll make sure I'm available to answer any questions you may have, and we can walk through the sign up together. If payday is sometime away, a week, usually it's a week or 2 weeks away, maybe even in the next month. Make sure you follow up with them once or twice just to keep them excited, just to keep you on their mind. It might look something like this. Hey girl, I'm so excited for you to get started. You are going to love these products. I'll talk to you on Friday.
Do it while she's right in the entryway. That's why I left it.
Okay, if I am your sponsor, you have likely seen this picture. This is my favorite picture because it explains so well why we don't give up. You guys never know how close you are to your goal, so don't give up. I want you guys to know that if someone is not joining you right away or they're ignoring you or whatever, you're not doing anything wrong. This is part of it, and we all have it. People who are super successful in this business still have people who ignore them or say they need to wait till payday. Or you know the people that say, I'm on your website right now, I'm signing up right now, and you're waiting for that email to come and it doesn't come. So it's nothing you guys are doing wrong. It's part of it. Just keep following up. And I'm back. Okay, so I am going to pass it to Brittany if you are ready.
I am ready.
Yay. Okay. Take it away, Brittany.
That was really good.
Uh-oh, she's muted. Brittany, you're muted.
How about now?
There you go.
Sorry. Anyway, that was really good what you just shared, and I'm going to have, are you recording this? Because I'm going to have to watch that again.
Yep, I'm recording.
Okay. That was so organized and well laid out. I loved it. But, okay, so I just wanted to talk about a few objections that you may encounter. And really, network marketing is just all about a set of skills that you learn, and you just do those same things over and over and over. And you just get good at them, and you get better at them the more you practice them. So you will encounter just a handful of objections. There's literally like 5 common ones that you'll hear over and over and over. And you just learn how to handle those. And it just gets easier every time. So I like to use the feel, felt, found method, and Eric Worre talks about this too. There's lots of videos about this, but one of the most common objections that I get is it's too expensive or it costs too much. So I would say something like, I understand how you feel. I felt the same way. Money was tight for us, but what I found was, I pour my life into my family, and I know that my family needs me to feel my best so that I can do my best for my family. And so I finally just decided to take the plunge and make an investment in my family by making an investment in myself. Or you could say, I understand how you feel. I felt the same way. But what I found was that I had a Diet Coke addiction. And when I started Plexus, I actually started saving money because I was no longer going through the drive-thru to get me a Diet Coke when I was out and about, or I was no longer going to the dollar store to pick up a candy bar, or I was no longer going to Starbucks. So I actually saved money, or it's cheaper for me to be on Plexus because I don't have to take this medication or that medication. So that's one way you can handle that. You just basically have to learn how to value, ask people what all they've tried, how long they've been trying to deal with their issues, and what if this was the last thing they had to try. So you just have to create value in that way. Another common objection that I hear a lot is, oh, I'm not a salesperson. I could never do that. I'm just not a salesperson. That's just not my personality. And so I would just say, great. I'm not looking for salespeople. I know exactly how you feel. I never sold a thing in my life. So I felt the same way. But what I found was that we already talk about things that we love, whether it's our favorite shampoo or our favorite movie or our favorite restaurant. We're like, hey, you've got to go see that movie. It was so good. Or if you ever told somebody to Google something, you just told Google, because we tend to talk about things that we love. And I absolutely love these products. And so I don't mind at all telling my friends and family about these products because I think that it's going to help them. So that's how I would handle the salesperson objection. And then the other common one that I get is, I don't have time for that. I have a busy life. I have this going on and that going on. And honestly, the busy people are the ones you want on your team. Those are going to be the productive people, because you don't want people who never have anything going on. You don't want somebody who's got tons and tons of free time on their hands, because those are generally the unproductive people. So you want busy people. That's a good thing. So I would just say, yeah, I totally understand how you feel. I felt the exact same way. I thought between homeschooling my 5 kids, teaching Sunday school at church, homeschool co-ops, field trips, leading the choir, and all the ministries that we do as a family, I thought there was no way that I could fit this into my life. But what I found was that this just fits into what I'm already doing. I'm already on Facebook every day. I already talk to people every day. And this really just fits quite nicely into the nooks and crannies of my life. I already have my phone on me wherever I go, so I just work as I go wherever we're at. And it just fits right into what we're already doing as a family. So Feel, Felt, Found Method. There's tons of videos on that, and you can look those up. There's Melissa Eichenhorst, I think that's how you say it. She has a video on it. There's lots and lots of them, but there's lots of different examples too. So just look that up whenever you have time. That's all I have, Cody.
Great. Yes, we all get those objections. So I will definitely be checking that out, Brittany. Thank you. Natalie, are you ready to go? Natalie has some amazing statistics for us today. Take it away, girl.
Thank you. Sorry, I had a customer blowing up my phone here. Okay, so the first thing that I want to touch a little bit on, and I think that this ties into follow-up in tonight's call, because the importance of following up, especially when you hear no. And when we were in Vegas, we got to hear Andrea Waltz speak about go for no. And some of the statistics I'm going to give you are from her and really hit hard. And some are other statistics that I've found out there. but they're so true, and they tie into the whole go for no, or go for no. So I'm pulling up some of my slides that were my favorites from when we were in Vegas. And I'm going to throw a lot of numbers out at you. Later on this evening, if not this evening, by tomorrow morning, I will post these statistics in a post in Pink Power so you guys have something to refer back to, because I know a lot of numbers can be overwhelming. The first thing I want to share with you is that 44% of people will give up after hearing no the first time. 22% more give up after the second no. 14% more give up after the third no. 12% more give up after the fourth no. And that total means that 92% of all people will give up before getting their fifth no. Think of the population that's out there left for us to follow up with and follow up with and follow up with, and the importance of the follow-up. 92% of people give up before they get their fifth no. I have talked to people and heard no 12, 13, 14 times in the 7 months I've been doing this. Does that mean that I don't follow up with them? Heck no. And my no means no. No, I don't quit following up with them. You have to follow up with them. The fortune's in the follow-up. Those statistics are huge, huge. You know, in following up with people, and it's something that just kind of, one thing that people can let themselves do is get emotional, and you can't let yourself get emotional while you're working on follow-ups and going for no. If you go after the no and you keep a positive attitude and you continue with it and persist with it, they eventually, those no's turn into maybes and turn into yeses. A few other things that I wanted to share with you. Sorry, I'm flipping back and forth here between my notes and slides, and I'm not as organized as Cody, but I was not home today to make a PowerPoint presentation. So how many of you think, and you guys can wave your hands, but what would you say the percentage is? How many times do people say no before finally saying yes? Ingrid, hold up your fingers if you can. 5? 60% of all customers will say no 4 times before finally saying yes. That's over half. You were really close. Over half people will say no 4 times before they say yes. I know I'm repeating myself, but these statistics are huge, and they really, really stuck with me and resonated with me when we were in Vegas. And I have gone through these slides and these notes over and over and over again, because when I'm feeling down and when I'm told no and I'm having a moment and I want to give up on that person, I go back to this. And guess what? I don't give up. What is your no quotient? It is the number of times that you are willing to hit no, yet keep going. Your no quotient, I think mine's pretty high. The longer you're in this, the more you're going to be told no. But all those no's are seeds that we're planting for the harvest. And your planting season and your harvest are not in the same season. Different seasons, and you're just planting the seeds. Okay, I'm going to do, a few of you have heard some of my trivia, but I'm going to throw a couple examples out here to people that did not give up. They followed up, they followed through, they continued with it, and they succeeded. This person went through 5,126 failed prototypes in his quest to invent the bagless vacuum cleaner. The 5,127th attempt worked and made him $4.5 billion. James Dyson, did he give up or did he follow through? This is all about follow through, follow up. Go, go, go. Push, push, push. Don't give up. This was another good one. Was turned down by 27 publishing houses and considered burning his manuscript before his first book was published. Guarantee half of you have his books in your house, especially with little ones. Dr. Seuss was turned down by 27 publishing houses. 27. How many times did people tell him no? And did he give up? No, and look where he what? Look where he went. Took off, went flying. Couple more here. Hang with me. Sorry. Next time I'll have a PowerPoint presentation for y'all. And I don't like people being muted because when I'm not looking at my screen, I feel like I'm talking to myself, but I know you're all here. Okay. Another statistic for you. People are going to fall off the bandwagon. Preferred customers, ambassadors under you. It's important to keep those lines of communication open with these people, but statistically speaking, you'll lose 14% of your customers each year. That's little, people. That's little. That's just a little bit of water out of the glass, okay? Your glass can still be full. It's all how you see it. You never stop prospecting. It's all about planting the seeds. So those 14% that you lose, guess what? You've had seeds planted and another 14% will roll in. 80% of sales, we talked about a little bit about this in another slide that I had, but require 5 follow-up calls after the first exposure. And it goes back to, 92% give up before that 5th no. The average salesperson only makes 2 attempts to reach a prospect. I sure hope that everyone on this team makes more than 2 attempts to reach a prospect. That's following up to the people that like your posts, following up to people that have asked you about it, following up to people that you've talked to about it, following up with your customers, following up with your ambassadors. Don't get new joins and leave them off to think that they can do this all on their own. They need you. Preferred customers, they need you. Retail customers, they need you. They all need you to follow up with them. And all of those people count as your follow-ups, as your daily follow-ups. Thursday, statistically speaking, Thursday is the best day to prospect. Wednesday is the second best day. And Tuesday is the worst day. I was kind of a little surprised on the Tuesday. I would have expected Monday to maybe be the worst with everyone getting back to their work week. But Tuesday, the worst. Thursday, the best. And Wednesday, second place. The best time, I don't know, not many of us do any cold calling. I know some people do, but not a high average. In our group, we do most of our stuff through Facebook and in person. But the best time to cold call, say you've got a prospect that disappears, like Cody talked about, the one that is there 1 minute and gone the next. If you have her contact information, who's to say that you can't call her? If you can't nail her down to a time or catch her in a conversation on Facebook, why not give her a call? Leave her a voice message. The best time to call is between 4 and 5 p.m. The second best time is between 8 and 10 a.m. The worst time is lunchtime, between 11 and 2 p.m. So right after work, the end of the workday, that seems to be the best time to try and reach people. And you know what? It works. This has been a new system that I've just recently started using on some people that really, they touch base and be really interested, and then they disappear out of my conversations. And then they'd be really interested and they disappear. And if they don't answer, I leave them a voice message. And you know what? I've gotten calls back. So it's something that I believe is worth looking into. And the best time to message prospects that they're most active on the computer is 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. People are checking into their offices at the beginning of the day. People are turning on their computers and just getting settled for their daily routine that work outside of the home. And then also, you know, that afternoon lull that we all used to hit before we started drinking pink around 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, that 3 o'clock, that's the best time. They're web surfing, they're online, they're active. So those are some of the best times to reach people. Not in the middle of their crazy work day, not at the very end, but that lull and first thing in the morning when they're getting signed in. So again, I encourage everyone to go for no. The statistics are out there. If you push through and you don't let yourself get down and you follow up and you follow up and you follow up, that is where the fortune is. That's all I got. Sorry, I was all over the place.
Thank you, ladies. So you guys, the message for this evening is don't give up. You're all here because you want to do this, and I know that you can. You guys are all rock stars. Keep going. Don't give up. You never know how close you are. And that's it. So we'll post those statistics in Pink Power later. And I hope you guys have a good night. Bye, guys.
Bye.